Hey, what's up, everybody? Just want to do a new video on the current news that I have on RGBA. The last video that I saw Mikey go live on Instagram, he noted that Morales was probably not going to be able to do the 4-round exhibition fight with him. Um, and then based on a flyer that came out with only Mikey's face on it, that's probably going to be true. So the event is scheduled for June 9th in Riverside. All the proceeds from the event will go to support Team Colunga and Izaac in his journey to recovery. He is in Colorado in a rehabilitation center. Um, so if you want to follow Mikey, he's at Team Mikey Garcia. If you want to follow Izaac, he's at Team_Colunga. Abner Mares, 31-3-1. Robert said in an interview that he hopes his injury will allow him to fight again, but that Abner's health comes first before anything. Robert recently spoke to Abner, and Abner asked him if the 10 a.m. spot was still his at RGBA, and Robert answered, of course. So if you want to follow Abner and on Instagram, he is at Abner Mares Official, 31-3-1. Josesito Lopez, 36-8. There was a video with him recently at RGBA. There's no updates on him. His last fight was in January versus Keith One-Time Thurman. If you want to follow Jose Lopez on Instagram, it's at Jose Lopez, Riverside Rocky. Jose Carlos Ramirez, the current WBC 140 champion, 24-0, 16 knockouts. He is co-promoted by Rick Meridian and Top Rank. He has had very, very successful promotion events there in Fresno at the Save Mart. Possible opponents for him in the future, Regis Prograis or Maurice Hooker. So Jose Carlos Ramirez from Avenal, California. If you want to follow him, he's an Olympian. He's at JC Ramirez 2012. That's why the 2012. I think that's when he competed in the Olympics. At JC Ramirez 2012. Jose Carlos Ramirez. Brandon Bam Bam Rios, 35-5-1. Unofficially retired in February against Humberto La Zorrita Soto. They went 12 rounds. I believe there was no knockdown. It was a very tough fight. But Bam has posted multiple times on his social media doing mitt work with his trainer, Jody Cuate from Oxnard. So he did somewhere, somebody did mention that he had a 3-fight deal with Matchroom Boxing. So he has fulfilled 2 of those fights. So there's a chance he might have one more. Robert was talking like it was his last fight, and you could certainly tell in the corner that that there were some emotions going on between the two, and that could possibly be their last one. But with Brandon posting him staying in the gym, I mean, there's really no reason for him to be staying in the gym after a 15, 16, 17-year career if his plans were to retire. So I have a feeling that he might have one more fight in the tank, and we'll see where that goes. So if you want to follow him, he's at Brandon Rios 1 on Instagram. Esquiva Falcao, 23-0, 15 knockouts. He's a Brazilian Olympian. I believe he is the silver medalist. He had a fight March 31st in Brazil, where he beat Jorge Daniel Miranda. So he is not managed by Robert, but he is promoted by Top Rank. He trains there at RGBA Riverside. I believe all his professional career he's been guided by RGBA training wise. Esquiva Falcao, 23-0. If you want to follow him, he's at Esquiva Falcao. I believe he fights at 160. Erick DeLeon, 19-0. He's a top ranked fighter. He has 1 draw versus Andy Bences, which was in March of 2018. He has 10 knockouts. He improved to 19-0 this March. And he's tweeted recently that he's been fighting at 130 for 10 years now. Very dedicated fighter to be making the same weight for 10 years. So he is from Detroit, Michigan. And he's I forget which part of Mexico he's from, but it might be Nuevo León. So if you want to follow him, he's at Team De Leon 1. The newest member to Team RGBA is Carlos Adames. He goes by Caballo or Caballo Bronco. He won his fight April 20th on the Crawford Khan fight card. I believe it was in New York. So he is the new NABF and NABO champion. And he's 17-0 with 14 knockouts. He competes at 154. So if you want to follow him on Instagram, he's at Caballo Bronco. I believe he's from the Dominican Republic. Carlos Adames, promoted by Top Rank. Hector Tanajara Jr., 17-0, 5 knockouts. We have not heard any updates on him, but his last win was for the WBC Youth title in February in Tijuana, Baja California. I believe he fights at 135. He's part of RGBA San Antonio. There you see him in his picture with his dad, Hector Tanajara Sr. He is promoted by Golden Boy Promotions. Along Robert got three fighters a deal in 2015. Hector, Josh, and Jonathan. So he's part of those three that Mikey Garcia scouted and signed for Golden Boy through RGBA Riverside. So if you want to follow him, he's at Hector_Tanajara. If you want to follow his dad, I believe it's the reverse, at Tanajara_Hector. And they're starting an amateur team. They've probably had this amateur team probably ever since 2015. So if you want to keep eyes on them, at Hector_Tanajara. Jonathan Thunder Navarro, 16-0, 8 knockouts. There's no updates on him. He is from East LA. There you see him with Joshua Franco. So Joshua Franco, Jonathan, and like I just mentioned, Hector are all Golden Boy promoted fighters. If you want to follow him, he's at Jonathan Navarro_16. Joshua El Profesor Franco, 15-1-1. He won the WBA International and the NABF belt a couple Thursdays ago, April 25th, at the Fantasy Springs Casino in Indio. He won on a split decision over Oscar Negrete. 15-1-1, Joshua El Profesor Franco. If you want to follow him, he's at one Professor Franco. He's from San Antonio, Texas. Carlos Licona has been very active in the gym. He's 14-1, 2 knockouts. He lost his last fight. I believe he got knocked down multiple times in the 12th round, and the ref might have waved it off. So he gave up his minimum weight, straw weight, 105 title and the WBO Latino title. But he's been very active, and Robert says he's working on another title fight for him soon. If you want to follow him, he's at Mexicanito12. I believe he's not promoted by anybody, but he might have a relationship where Robert's managing him. So Carlos Licona, 14-1 from Westminster, California, from the Orange County area. And he has a sister that fights as well, Lina Cookie Licona. So if you want to follow them, at Mexicanito12. Vergil Ortiz Jr., 13-0, 13 knockouts, just won a 3rd round TKO over Mauricio Herrera. He hit him with a solid punch, and pretty much Mauricio was going down. His hands were around his waist, and the ref stepped in and held him up and kept him from hitting the floor. So via 3rd round knockout, he fought on the Canelo undercard. At Vergil Ortiz, if you want to follow him on Instagram. Joseph Adorno, 12-0, 10 knockouts. No update on him. His last fight was in March. He is from Allenstown, Pennsylvania. He is trained by his father there to the right. He is promoted by Top Rank, at Real Joseph Adorno, if you want to follow him on Instagram. From Allenstown, Pennsylvania, Joseph Adorno. John El Terrible Bauza, 12-0, 5 knockouts. He's very new to the team. His last fight was March 17th, and no updates on him. He is promoted by Top Rank as well. If you want to follow him, he's at Real John Bauza. Louie Coria, 11-2. Hopefully we get to see him June 9th on Legends Collide in Riverside. He fought on the Mikey Spence undercard, so he improved to 11-2. If you want to follow him, he's at King Louis 416. Alejandro Guerrero, 10-0, 9 knockouts. He headlined his own show the night before Mikey fought Errol Spence there in Irving, Texas, if I'm not mistaken. So he is scheduled to fight again July 13th. July 13th at the same location, Southern Junction nightclub in Irving. So if you want to follow him, he's at porkchop_214. 10-0, 9 knockouts. Alejandro Porkchop Guerrero. I believe he fights at 135. Misael El Chino Rodriguez, 9-0, 4 knockouts. No update on him. He's a Mexican Olympian. If you want to follow him, he's at Misael O-T-E-E. Misael Lote. If you want to follow him, you can follow him there on Instagram. He is promoted by Richard Schaefer's Ringstar Sports. Jessie Bam Rodriguez, 9-0, 5 knockouts. He's scheduled to fight July 27th against Cesar El Chapita Garcia, 11-0, on an event being called Young Guns, whose O will go. Mikey will be the special guest, and his stablemate Biggie Rodriguez will also be on the card. So this is a big step-up fight for him. He fights at 108, but he's been known to fight fighters as heavy as featherweight. So left-handed, very hard-hitting southpaw, Jessie Bam Rodriguez. This is the little brother to Joshua Franco. So he fights at 108, but like I said, he's fought guys as heavy as 126. So follow him at 210 Bam. Lindolfo Delgado, 9-0, 9 knockouts. He's scheduled to fight June 1st. In Linares, Nuevo León. He is another fighter promoted by Richard Schaefer's Ringstar Sports. He got a huge opportunity to fight on TV on the Mikey Spence versus Errol Spence at Lindolfo Delgado. Genaro El Conde Gamez, 8-0, 5 knockouts. May 16th at the Fantasy Springs Casino is his next fight. He's from San Diego. If you want to follow him, he's at Genaro Gamez. He is promoted by Golden Boy Promotions. Brandon Bulletproof Glanton, 8-0, 7 knockouts. His last win was in January 26th at the Barclays Center in New York. At Team Bulletproof. If you want to follow him on Instagram. Isidro Ochoa, 7-0, 3 knockouts. He had to pull out of his last fight. There's no details out on why he had to pull out, but he was scheduled to fight May 4th on a top rank card there in Stockton, but he did not fight after all. He is promoted by Top Rank, 7-0, 3 knockouts. If you want to follow him, he's at IGO_Ochoa. Ruben Rodriguez, 6-0, 2 knockouts. Hopefully we get to see him June 9th there on the Legends Collide show. He's fought March 9th on the Porter Ugas fight card, and then he fought April 12th on the Loma card at Staples. So Ruben Rodriguez from Indio, California, 6-0, 2 knockouts. If you want to follow him, he's at RubenNR_. Ray Danger Muratalla, 7-0, 5 knockouts. He fought on the Danny Garcia Granados undercard, and hopefully we get to see him on Legends Collide as well on June 9th. He is from Fontana, California. I believe he fights at 140 at Ray_Muratalla1 if you want to follow him on Instagram. Aaron Morales, 6-0, 3 knockouts from Oklahoma City. He will be fighting June 1st at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto on a TGB Promotions fight card. If you want to follow him, he's at Aaron_Morales. Brian Lua, top ranked fighter. We have no updates on him. 5-0 with 2 knockouts. At Brian_Lua if you want to follow him. Breenan Macias, 3-0 with 1 draw, 2 knockouts. Hopefully we get to see him on Legends Collide June 9th. If you want to follow him, he's at B_Fly301. Robert Biggie Rodriguez, 3-0. He's landed on the same card with Aaron Morales in Soboba Casino in San Jacinto. And then he's also fighting with stablemate Jessie Bam Rodriguez near San Antonio, July 27th. At Biggie JR underscore if you want to follow him on Instagram. Izaac Colunga, 3-0, 2 knockouts. He has successfully arrived in Denver, Colorado to a rehabilitation hospital. All the proceeds from Legends Collide will be to honor his family for his medical expenses. If you want to follow him, he's at team_Colunga. If you want to follow his mom, it's Carrie Colunga, Carrie Colunga. And then he has an aunt that gives us updates on his status, which is at Shelly_Shell. Alexis El Macizo Espino just this Saturday improved to 2-0 with 1 knockout. So he won on the May 4th Canelo Jacobs card. He had a very tough opponent. Jeremy Magic Hands Adorno, 1-0. He is the little brother to Joseph Adorno. He just turned pro March 30th. So he will be managed and guided by Robert Garcia. If you want to follow him, he's at Magic Hands_Jeremy. Evan Sanchez and his family, along with Al Perez, will be running the Central Valley RGBA gym. The last time he fought was March 30th in Tijuana, and he got a win, so he fights at 147. Evan Sanchez, 4-0. If you want to follow him, he's at Real Evan Sanchez on Instagram. So added to Legends Collide on June 9th is undefeated 16-0 Jose Vivas from Texcoco, Mexico. And then RGBA fighters as of now scheduled to fight are Louie, Ray, Manny Flores. Those are the ones that are showing on BoxRec. Hopefully we get B-Fly. There's a chance Danny Garcia gets on there. Alfredo Escarcega is on there. So we'll see how this all shapes out. We're still about a month away. So the first quarter, January through March, the RGBA records was 23-4-1. Their second quarter, they're 6-0 with Franco winning in Indio and Alexis and Vergil winning in Vegas. So for 2019, they're 29-4-1. So I have a strong belief that they will get 100 wins this year. They'll probably have 100 anywhere between 105 to 110 fights total if they keep this pace. So 100 wins in 1 year, something no other gym is doing in the world. So if you want to follow me, I'm Sonteo Media on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram at Sonteo_media. You can follow me on Twitter at Sonteo_media. So photo credit to the official photographer Cumbia from Team RGBA, and to all the Instagram pages and fighters, trainers, and managers who post updated pictures and updates to allow us, the public, and the media to keep updated on Team RGBA. Hope you liked the video, and please like and subscribe.